time has come. It's time to attack that schmozzle today. But first, I've made a new compost bay, which it's the first time making one. It's just a temporary, but need to start filling that out with all the things that I've cut off and just left lying around the house for the last little while. So let's get to that. This stuff that I've just put on top has been there for only a couple of days when I did a quick trim around, but this stuff down the bottom, this has been sitting here for a month or so, and over the hot weather it's really dried it out, which is probably a really good thing. Alright, so this is the compost bay. Maybe I'll just get this out of the way while we're talking about it. It's fairly obvious how it's made. Just got a few pellets here that I've been using from job sites, so they were no longer required. They were only going to go in the bin, so why not reuse them? I've stabilised it with a couple of pickets that are going through the top here, and then I've put some chicken wire on the edges, just so when we fill it up, that things aren't slipping out through the gaps in between. So I'm told that the best way to do it is to put a mix of dry and green and stuff together, so it's not just the one kind of compost that you've got cracking on. So we'll give it a crack and see how it goes. Round one. Let's go on for the next. The crossbar that I've put in the top here to help stabilise it, it's getting in the way when I'm trying to tip the thing up, but is what it is. I'll just deal with it. Quick break in the garden update because it's time to go get some firewood to keep us warm and toasty through the upcoming cooler months. Benny's parents have been sitting on a huge woodpile for us, and they invited us over to start getting it all cut up and taken back to our place. The splitter made easy work of what would have taken us hours and would have strained all the muscles trying to get it done any other way. We ended up taking 3 ute loads back to the house, which should last a little while, though there is definitely plenty still left in that pile for next time. Big thank you to Graham and Therese for all of their help. Hey Bob, how you doing?
Hello, I'm good.
Thank you for joining me out in the garden.
Feels like it's been a while since I've appeared in one of our videos.
It's crazy. No, you're usually behind the camera these days, I think.
Yeah, or I'm just not here because I've been in Melbourne.
It's a lot of travel at the minute.
For me.
So, garden.
Yes.
What's our plan?
Well, I mean, look at it.
So what's the plan of attack here?
Pull out the weeds.
Pull out the weeds? Anywhere in particular first?
Oh God, there's so many.
I know. I feel like...
Start with the small one first.
The small one? This one over here?
Yeah.
Alright. Let's get stuck into it.
My back hurts already.
So in with a lot of the weeds, we do have existing plants that are there, what we could probably bring back to life, but we've just decided to clear the decks completely and start again fresh.
Costume change. It's actually gotten quite warm, even though it's really overcast.
It's changing between hot and cold, and it's we'll change clothes quite a few times during this, no doubt.
We've decided to follow my mum's wise advice and try to keep the actual weeds out of our compost pile. So a lot of the weeds you can see have kind of gone to seed, and you can see they've got those like little fluffy parts on them. We don't want to put that in our compost because then next time when we plant it or use it in the garden, it's going to put weeds just straight back in the garden, and they'll be like, cozy. So weeds in here, old clippings of veggies that were in the garden bed in there for the compost.
We're pretty sure that this is another artichoke coming through, so we're going to leave that one and not throw that bad boy out. So we've cleaned out a few beds now. We've cleaned out those two. Betty's down here doing that last one. This one here though, the grass was intense at the back there and it's been crazy. Couldn't pull it out. Tried using the pitchfork, couldn't get it. We've decided that we'd use the whippersnipper to cut it down to make it a little bit easier. So we've done that, and then I might just have to get into it with a shovel or something like that to pull it up a bit more because the fork wasn't really doing it. I think the roots must be packed in really tight, but we're almost there.
I just asked her if I have any dirt on my face, and she said, yeah, all over. So
you've got to find covering of dirt all over your face. So we're going to call it there for today because that grass is intense. It took a lot out of us.
I hate that grass.
So
the fire of 1,000 suns.
We're almost there. It's looking 1,000 times better than it did when we started, that's for sure. So almost there. We'll finish that in the next couple of days, and then we'll get some fresh soil mixed in, and then it's time to start planting. We have some exciting deliveries from someone unknown's shopping spree that they did.
Someone unknown.
I got so excited.
Me for once. It actually wasn't me doing the shopping.
It was me. I joined the Diggers Club. I wanted on a couple of sprees, and I'm very excited about it. So that stuff should turn up this week, and then we start putting things in the ground.
Plant babies.
Plant babies.
Sorry, Mum, no real babies.
Nah, just plants and animals. All right, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.